Chris?
Yeah, thank you for reopening the comment period, and I really support everything that Trevor said. It's great that Seattle is looking at other cities. Bellevue, actually, and a number of others are, in fact, ahead of the city of Seattle. But you should be looking more widely. You should be looking at Portland, Oregon, and San Francisco. And there are even some cities in the South, frankly, and other places around the world that are ahead of Seattle. So we mustn't pat ourselves on the back too much. And one thing I wouldn't take from Bellevue is to call the owners of the city, the citizens and voters, to call them customers. You know, they're citizens, and they're your collaborators, not your customers. Now, there is a great deal of concern here because more than a year ago, on April 14, 2008, you unanimously committed to produce a plan for open and participatory government. And there really hasn't been any general outreach to the public. There's no draft. There's nothing that I can tell of even a process. It's not even a part of the work plan of this committee. Now, shouldn't that process be a model of open and participatory government? It isn't yet. One thing absolutely you've got to do is you just committed to a, quote, culture of compliance in the legislation you passed on Monday. Well, you've got to go beyond that to a spirit of openness and participation, a proactive effort. Newspaper coverage of council, everyday council business has drastically declined in recent years, as has TV and radio coverage, including the Seattle Channel, which has virtually ended its rebroadcast of city council meetings in prime evening and weekend hours. You must accommodate and adjust your procedures so that you better use outreach and time to include the public. You must adopt a more measured timetable for legislation. And Peter, I appreciate that you felt that our proposals were too wordy or not organized well, but you left out some. And one of them in particular was that without a declaration about the City Council that the matter justifies a departure from this practice, do not take action in the full council soon after a committee recommendation. Well, that's just what you did last week. 6 working days after this committee approved rather quickly the legislation on indexing, it went straight to the City Council. Now, you must be aware that without that extra time that you failed to give, it's difficult for the public to learn about something that's going out under the radar. And time is the public's ally in spreading the news that an issue is before the council. Quick action, which is too common by the council, is hostile to openness, as is your tendency to limit the public comment period in these meetings when there's only 2 commenters and you're restricting us to 2 minutes each. But I will wrap up. Electric documents should be archived for at least a year. Your staff analysis of that was biased and incomplete and didn't even adequately summarize what our proposal is. Do not continue to give the sole power of deletion to the employee who created or received a document. And Councilmember Connell at the last meeting, you caricatured that by saying that it would then cause more documents to be deleted because the person above that, the person who created it, might delete more. Well, what we're proposing is that the person who created the documents would mark them for possible deletion. And then the person who would make the final decision would not allow them to be deleted until they'd been reviewed by somebody without a potential conflict of interest. So we don't think it's at all hostile to preservation. Finally, the issue of boards and commissions. You had some of the best staffed commissions in the room last time. Parks Commission, Ethics Commission, Civil Service Commission, Planning Commission. A number of the others actually have problems. If, in fact, there's no problem with treating these meetings as open meetings, of posting the agendas, of some of the other things that we've proposed, then require it. But the fact is, a number of these commissions, several of them, are having problems of openness. And we'll be happy to provide more detail. But the issue is why not? Why not require it? What is the problem? Why permit these irregularities? Why not establish at least some guidelines? But, you know, would you please not continue to ignore our questions about the plan? What is going to happen with the plan? Is the plan going to die? It's more than a year since you committed to produce it. And there's nothing in your work plan. There's no plan that we can see to actually develop a plan. And the budget process is looming. Is this whole process going to die? When are you going to reach out to the public and ask their input on this plan? And you know, Sally said that a number of these things are not appropriate for this committee. Well, you seem to understand that this committee's major function is to develop a plan for open and participatory government. And that includes all kinds of things, including whether the city attorney is doing enough to reach out to the public, and then the executive branch. And you are, by your very comment, seeming to limit the scope of this committee to exclude something which is this major, the elephant in the room, the most major thing you need to be doing in the next few months. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay.